Hey, this is Steve Horvath at the Oaks Outdoor Show, and I've got a really neat product here and a really neat guy here, Mike Kastner. Now, Mike is from Back Mountain Outdoor Products, and for those of you that deer hunt, for those of you that call and rattle when you deer hunt, this is really what I would consider an innovation. Tell me a little bit about this product, Mike.
Well, the Rattlebox is the world's only rattling product with nothing to put down or away. So one of the biggest problems rattling is you can't hold your bow and rattle.
Right.
So if a buck runs in, you're scrambling to try to put something down, and then you get busted, and there goes the deer. So with mine, there's nothing but down and away. Just stays right on your hip. When you're done rattling, you leave it go, take your shot. And it's also the world's only rattling product that's designed around the actual frequencies of real antlers. We're the only company who went to a sound lab, did a frequency spectrum sound analysis of real antlers, and designed a Rattlebox around the exact frequency. And it's also designed around 2 full racks. Because even, people say, why use real antlers? So yeah, you got the right sound, you just ain't got enough of it. A real fight is not a half rack fighting a half rack. It is a full rack fighting a full rack. So 2 or 3 times, hitting 2 or 3 times up here is not going to sound as authentic as 2 full racks. 8 points of contact, hitting 8 points of contact.
Right,
that's what I have.
And that's what you were telling me was this is specifically designed to imitate the sound of 2 mature 8-point bucks fighting.
Yeah, about 120 class.
Okay.
Yep.
So what you also have here, and the neat feature is the way you designed it is it actually moves with fingers that are molded into the plastic that make contact and don't make contact, like tines kind of grading back and forth.
Yeah, I'll show you what we did. The first thing we did, we went to the sound lab. We took these set of antlers right here.
Right.
These are 115 class. I actually had the 120s, but they kind of broke on me. So we took antlers, we did that, we recorded the sounds.
Right.
Between about 400 to about 17,000 kilohertz. Then we said, well, what does that sound? How about this one? This tine hitting that one, large hitting small, small hitting large, all in different tonal variations. We recorded every one of them sounds. Then in turn, let me see the Rattlebox.
Sure.
We designed each nodule on here and on here to represent all the different tones by changing the sizes, shapes, thickness of material inside each one, kind of like a wine glass. You put more wine in one, you have different tones. So thickness of the material in each one and the flexibilities of some of them. So that's how we got all the tonal variations of real antlers by changing all them different things. So when you just do this, now it sounds like 2 real big bucks fighting.
Right, absolutely.
And nothing to put down or away.
Now, as a deer hunter, okay, if I'm rattling, okay, I've got rattling horns in my hand. I got them. I crash them together. I'm grinding them, and all of a sudden the buck's coming. And now I'm going to try to hang up the antlers on something, and I'm real quiet, and I'm trying to move, and my bow's over here on my left, and then all of a sudden they do this while I'm trying to grab for the bow.
Yep.
The buck's going to spot me. He's going to bust me. If I'm lucky, he's going to come running faster, but not with my luck. That deer's going to take off.
That's exactly the biggest problem.
And you've solved that like this.
Yeah, and because that was one of the things that was my problem. See, I'm a deer caller.
Right.
So when I'm out there, I'm calling deer all day, whether it's grunting, snort, wheezing, bleating. But I love to rattle, and I constantly got busted. You know what I mean? Like you said, you're doing this, and you don't know what's going to happen. All of a sudden, you look, and oh, there he is, right there, and you're trying to do that, put down. And as soon as they swing, do that little.
Right.
Right at that moment, he looks right at you.
Because
Boom.
they're so amped up. They're coming. They're alert.
Yes.
And the other thing is, and I know we talked about just the ease of hanging it up, but you can actually make a pretty aggressive rattling sounds with very, very little movement.
Just a twist of a wrist. It sounds like you're up here doing this with 2 full racks, and actually it's right on your hip, and you're just twisting your wrist, and they cannot even see it.
Absolutely a cool product.
Well,
what's your website, Mike?
Website is www.bmoproducts.com.
Okay. I know we're only here until 5 o'clock today, but what booth are you in?
I kind of forget.
I think it's booth 660, 622.
622?
622 we're going to go with.
Well, thank you very much for
I know
reminding me.
I know you're feeling a little under the weather. There's some kind of flu going on
Yes,
here.
it all started at the Harrisburg show. And
Whoops.
it's going around the circuit, and now my head is kind of in a fog, but
there we go.
thank you.
In a fog or not, you got a really great product. I can highly recommend it. I'll be using it myself this fall. And, hey, anytime from the middle of October on, rattle, call, snort, wheeze, whatever you need to do to get that buck in. I'm Steve Horvath from the Oaks Outdoor Show, DelawareValleyOutdoors.com. Come out and see us. We're here for the rest of the day.